What's up? Okay, you're doing the most. Hey, what's up, Dre? How you feeling?
That's good, bro. I'm feeling good, man. 3-3. I'm feeling good, man. It's a new
Mhm.
season.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 6 of Player Perspective with Dre and Big Ham. I'm Big Ham.
I'm Dre, Player Perspective. Like Ham said, episode 6, where we talk about the good, the bad, the pretty, and the ugly. We keep it real, right from a player's point of view.
Facts. Man, week 6, coming off the back end of the halfway point of the UFL season. Been a great season so far. Love what the league is doing for players, and I just love what they're doing for the game for football. It's important that we have a spring league that's here to stay and a legitimate secondary option because every other sport in the country has many different levels where you can make great money and play. But the sport of football, arguably the biggest sport on this continent, does not. So league's doing great. We keeping it going. But let's get right into it this week. Let's pull up some scores. What we had this week. Let's talk about these games.
Now let's talk about it, man. Game 1. Birmingham Stallions versus the Memphis Showboats. 39-21. Case Cookies remains out. And the Birmingham Stallions remain dominant. I got to give it to them. They're playing good football right now. Adrian Martinez, shout out to that boy, man. He doing his thing. He throwing the ball, running the ball. The defense playing great. Shout out to Birmingham, man. They handled up on Memphis. Memphis is shorthanded right now. They're having a lot of injuries. A lot of starters go out. A lot of new guys being plugged in, but they still played a hard fought game. Most people thought it would have been a blowout, but they came and they played their best. So Birmingham is too dominant right now.
Yeah, no, definitely, Birmingham definitely came out the gate swinging. I feel like Memphis made it closer a little bit later on, but Birmingham's definitely doing what they've been doing all season, man. They dominating. It was a good game though. Adrian Martinez got his second start in a row, which I wasn't expecting. I thought they were going to keep rotating, but shout out to Adrian Martinez because I've been advocating for him all season. I feel like he should be the guy. He's shown more than enough. When he's in there, he's dominating. He's running the ball. He's throwing the ball well. They, my bad. Ooh, they defense going crazy. Like, yeah, the Birmingham Stallions again, another dominant week, and they out there having fun. You seen, bro, caught that pick. They ran to the end zone, was all rapping, little baby. They out there having fun with it, man. So it's cool.
It's easy to have fun when you win games. I mean, when you undefeated, everything feels like it's going right. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
When you losing games, that's when things start to come out the woodworks and opinions start to rise. But when you winning, it's cool. You can have fun like that. And I feel like with Adrian Martinez at quarterback, they got a little more umph behind them. Um, I think Matt was doing a great job also, but I think he kind of got banged up when we played him a couple of weeks ago, and that makes sense why Adrian is getting back to back starts like that, and he's doing good with what he gets. So shout out.
Yeah, no. It is easy to have fun when you're winning for sure. Shout out Jordan Thomas. We played with him last year. On the Guardians, he making big plays for the Stallions. That was cool seeing the behind the scenes his interaction with Coach Holtz when he was celebrating a little bit too much on their sideline, and Coach kind of put him to the side like, "Hey, I ain't mad at you, but just celebrate with us." I respect coaches like that. That is just gonna tell you straight up what it is. They're not gonna yell at you. They're not gonna because at the end of the day, we're all grown men out here. Just let me know. And yeah, I apologize, coach, and let's move forward. I ain't gonna do it no more. So yeah, shout out just that whole organization. Everything's being ran very well over there. Um, I think the Memphis Showboats definitely have a lot of work to do. Um, to me, honestly, I feel like they're probably worst team in the league. I don't know if I'm being crazy, but I feel like they're the worst team in the league. I know probably people probably thinking, but Arlington's 0-6, but I've seen Arlington play way better football. We're gonna get to them later, but I've seen Arlington play way better football. I think Memphis the worst team in the UFL right now, but that's my opinion.
I feel like no team is the worst team. I feel like if you look
Somebody got to be the worst. I ain't trying to hear that politically correct. Oh, I'm the quarterback. Jalen Hurts ass answer. Somebody got to be the worst. But
it's
go
tough,
ahead.
it's tough to say that, bro, because like each week anybody can win, anybody can lose. With the exception of Birmingham, because they just hot and they just rolling right now. So of course they're above everybody else. But after that, like anybody could win, anybody could lose. I mean, Michigan beat St. Louis. San Antonio was supposed to lose to Memphis, but they did last second uh, pass to the end zone and beat Memphis. We beat San Antonio. San Antonio beat us. I mean, you know, besides Birmingham, any team can win on any day. You just got to come ready to play, man. It's all professionals, and we all didn't have OTAs. We all didn't have summer workouts. Everybody new and everybody fresh, so everybody continuing to learn each other throughout the season. So it's all about how you start, bro, and how you finish the games. Like if Memphis would have finished that game and Arlington being 0-6, but if you look at every Arlington game, they was in those games. It's one or two plays that define, the game. And next thing you know, you look up and you 0-6. But I just know how that feel because of the Orlando Guardians last year, and it was like we weren't bad players. We just became undisciplined in some important moments of some of those games that we could have won. And I feel like
You know, no, I don't mean to cut you off, but no. Just for the fan, I'm speaking from a player when I'm saying they're probably the worst team. That doesn't mean they have the worst players.
no,
That's
no,
not
I
what
know
I mean
that.
at all. Because no,
Yeah,
I know you don't. I know you know what I'm talking about, Dre. But just to clear it up for the fans, that don't mean I'm saying the Memphis Showboats got the worst players in the league. Their roster's terrible. Them guys can't play. No, what I'm saying is, as cohesively as a team, and that's everything from coaching to play calling to chemistry, they're probably not there with the other teams. But all of those guys, they're on a professional roster. They can play. Like, I'm a firm believer in a lot of these UFL rosters are interchangeable with the bottom half of a lot of NFL rosters, to be honest. Them top guys in NFL, yeah, they're different. But a lot of those bottom half guys barely on the team, are very interchangeable. You put some of these UFL guys in that exact same spot, there's no difference. So everybody in this league can play football and is a great football player. But as a cohesively, as a unit, everything from coaching to play calling to, chemistry to, they're probably the word to me. But I get what you're saying as well. But I just want to clear that up for the fans because I know you as a player, you know what I meant. But
yeah. I mean, basically, you saying you feel like Memphis has the worst odds to win the championship or to go to the playoffs.
yeah, definitely.
In other
Worst odds.
words,
Yeah, they don't.
okay. So, I mean, that's understandable. We can move on. Game two, you
Let's pull
start
that up.
talking.
We'll get into it. We
Um,
had St. Louis versus the Houston Roughnecks. Man, I was really high on the Roughnecks at the beginning of the season, but they just haven't been able to win these last couple of weeks, and it's crazy to see. But they are having a lot of change at quarterback and a lot of injuries, and everybody's dealing with the injury bug right now. But definitely a lot of stuff going on. But
but
what
that's
you got? What you think of this game?
but that's what I've been trying to tell you. Look at the score, 22-8. So that means that Houston was actually in that game at some point for the whole game, honestly, because the way
Mm-hmm.
the scoring system in the UFL, like you can score so many points in such a small amount of time. 8-22, that's not really a big lead. So that tells you that Houston is not a bad team. That
Yeah, no,
honestly,
definitely.
there is no. That's what that comes back to my point of it's not really a bad team. It's just like you have to make the plays in the moments.
In the
Each
right moment.
has plays and has moments that you got to make the plays in those moments. And if you don't, you're gonna lose. If one team decides to make those plays, that team's gonna win. It don't. It's just tough to say. Like, just that's just from my point of view of being on the field, on the sidelines, just watching the game from a player's perspective. Like, any team could win any day. It's just who gonna make the play, who gonna make the least mistakes that day. Because we all
Definitely.
professionals, like you said.
No, definitely. And a lot of this, a lot of these close games and a lot of teams just seeming like they can't pull it out late has a lot to do with the UFL rule of the running clock. That running clock matters because every football is a game of inches. We all know that. But it's also a game of milliseconds, seconds, however you want to. It's also a game of time. So there's not a lot of time in these UFL games to make mistakes. There's not. You just don't have the time. The clock is running. There's no time to make a mistake and I'll get them next. Like teams aren't getting a lot of snaps. Teams are probably I don't know the numbers, but they're probably averaging 60 to 70 snaps a game. Dre, am I right on that?
Mm-hmm.
So for perspective, I remember the most snaps I've ever ran in a college game that I know off the top of my head. We had 105 offensive snaps one game when I was in college. So in college, teams are averaging anywhere from 80 to 100 snaps. NFL teams are probably offensive and defenses, split up. But an offense is probably getting 80 to 100 plays a game. In the UFL, because of that running clock, you're getting 40 to 60 snaps. That's not a lot of snaps.
And that's why the UFL is constructed the way it's constructed. Yes, you run the clock, but you got the 4th and 12 rule. Yes, you run the clock, but you can go for 3 after you score 6 points. So
Right.
everything comes full circle, and I just feel like the
Mhm.
game of football, okay, it's already pressure for the players that's on the field. But the league itself of the UFL puts pressures on the coaches. Do I challenge this play? Do I call timeout here? You
Mhm.
have to really know your handbook as a coach and the rules of the XFL because every single game those rules come into play. And it's like if you're not on beat as a coach, it's like a chess match between the OC and DC, between the opposing head coaches. It's literally a chess match. Like you only have you can only run a double move probably once or twice a game. It's not a long game. If you have a trick play, if you have a big shot play that you want to run, it's up to your OC to call it in the right moment to where their DC is not expecting it, and that's when you hit in that big moment. It's literally a chess match because you only gonna have so many possessions. You only can run so many plays. Like you gotta be on your stuff. That's why I say when it's time to make that play, the team that makes that play is going to win. When it's time to make that play, the team that makes that mistake is going to lose. Like any day, any game, somebody could lose. So
Yeah, no, honestly, bro, in my opinion, this league, like I said, the talent is basically the same. Everybody's talented, everybody's a great football player. The difference in this league, for the most part, sometimes some shit just goes wrong that's out of anybody's control. And this guy's gonna make a play, they're playmakers. But for the most part, at the core, what separates the good teams from the bad teams, I feel like, is coaching. Like I feel like that was our problem last year with the Guardians. We don't got to get into that, but the best coaching staffs are going to have the better teams because, like you said, it's a chess match between coaches because there's not a lot of time. The talent is fairly even. There's not no all there's all UFL, all XFL, all USFL, but there's not no 10-year all pros. There's not no Hall of Famers on this side. It's fairly even matchups. Let's mano y mano. Let's see who's better, and that has a lot to do with coaching. So I agree with you 100%. Shit. I just thought the Houston Roughnecks would find a way to win some of these games. The Battlehawks keep on rolling. Shout out Agent McCarron. He's playing great. Shout out to the whole
to
Battlehawks organization.
go off what you were saying before you go into something else.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I mean, bro, everything's about coaching. And let me take that back. It's on coaches in a sense, and then if you look at it in another sense, it's on the players because y'all on the field, y'all are grown men, y'all are a product. But a lot of factors come into play when you think about the players on the field because the coaches decide who plays, the coaches decide who you play with, it all starts in the beginning of the type of guys you choose to be on your team. That's a part of coaching. What type of players do you want to represent your defense as a defensive coordinator? What type of identity are you trying to portray? And what type of guys do you feel like are going to complement each other on the field? All that comes into play. You can't just be picking guys. Each guy has to be strategically picked. And I feel like the DC defenders do a great job of that, picking certain guys, because there's a lot of athletes out here. There's thousands of guys you can call up right now and come and be into and come in and be in your offense. It's a lot of 4-3 guys you can call, like, oh, you run 4-3, come be in our offense, but their personality or the way they are might not fit the scheme or the type of guys that we got in the locker room. So that's a part of coaching, and then like I said, it's a chess match, bro. It's literally a chess match. Like, you gotta
Now
be
to piggyback, we getting caught up on this game a lot, but to piggyback off what you're saying, I feel like that's a slept on aspect of the game is just, bro, players playing with guys they can trust. Like, I know I'm an old lineman. 5 = 1. We all got to be on the same page. I got to be playing with guys I can trust, and even as a whole offense. So all of that, I'm just making sure you just gave me a great idea. One day, if I'm ever a college head coach, not high school, I don't think high schoolers are mature enough. But if I'm ever a college head coach, I'm gonna probably pick my best 5 offensive players, and I will let them pick the starting lineup. Like, what guys on this team do you feel like you can play with? Because I feel like that's very, very important. And coaches sometimes will throw you out there with a guy where it's really like, bro, I don't trust this. Like, the coach might not see what you see. Like, on the field, you don't see what I see, coach. Like, yeah, he's that tackle. You might think he's talented. He's like, but sometimes he don't make the calls right. He don't be on it. I be thinking he there, he not there. Like, so you need guys that when guys get along and really are locked in with each other, the play speaks for itself. But yeah, let's move on to the next game. Let's not get too caught up on this. What we got next?
All right, game 3, we got Arlington Renegades, Michigan Panthers. This is a prime
Great
example
game.
of everything we were just talking about. 27-28. Arlington falls to 0-6, but as you can see, literally that looked like
We're
our
in
game
every game.
to where we won by a field goal, and Michigan turned around and did the same thing. Like, they could easily have won that game. They could easily have won our game. They could easily have won a plethora of other games to where their record wouldn't be 0-6. So that's why each week you never know. You cannot underestimate no opponent. Everybody has the same 24 hours, the same camp time, the same practice time. So it's like, what coaches are going to put their players in the best positions with the resources that they have? Because this year is not like last year, bro. We barely got any coaches for real. They took away like 3 or 4 coaches, and
Oh,
that
no. I
really
didn't
put
know that.
that really hurt for real if you think about it, because it's like position coaches got to coach a part of special teams. So it's like our coaches
Take away a
have,
little bit.
2 or 3 duties than they had last year. A running backs coach could just be a running backs coach and coach running back, or the OC can just be the OC, focus on the OC. But the OC got to do kick return. The OC might have to do punt return with the receiver coach, and it's like, what coaches are going to handle that better and put their players in position to be successful?
No, definitely. Yeah, this is tough to see because, bro, like, on a personal level, I really like Luis Perez. Like, I really like Luis. Like, I know Luis a little bit. All our interactions been positive.
Man, listen, bro. Yeah, you can like
Bro, he's
him, but
playing lights
it's
out. He's
he
leading the
is.
UFL in almost every category as a quarterback, and he just can't buy a win. I know that's tough for him.
Yeah,
I
man.
know he's hurt. I know he's thinking like, is there anything I can do better? Because he's that type of guy. He's not blaming nobody.
He'll be
He's
all right.
definitely at home thinking like,
He
damn,
okay. And
what can
nobody
I
feel
do
sorry
better?
for us last year when we was on 6. He gonna be all right. He gonna buckle down. They gonna be okay.
He is, but he gonna be okay. But still, it's like when you going that crazy. Yeah, we went on when we were 0-6. We didn't have a. We kept playing different quarterbacks, so it was no person that could really
I ain't,
feel like, oh
I
shit,
ain't
is this
play.
my fault?
I ain't played by that end. But yeah, you're right. We were playing different
You
quarterbacks, but
feel
I
me?
didn't.
He
I didn't
started
contribute
every
to
game in
6.
their 0-6. You know that's tough on you as a quarterback. Like,
No, for
damn,
sure.
You know that's tough on you. Like,
Yeah.
damn, is it me? And it's not him. He's playing lights out. And he don't give me arrogant vibes at all where he walking around like, man, I'm playing my ass off. It's y'all need to step it up. No, I know he's sitting there thinking, oh shit, what can I do better? But he's almost leading. He's like first or second in every category statistically that he could be in. Like he's trying. It's just, oh, man.
Michigan playing good football, man.
They are playing
come
great
out on
football.
top.
They are.
They kicker. They got a real good kicker. They
Yeah,
got a
the kicker's going crazy. He another game. He hit a game winner this game.
they got a real stout team. Like the way they team, they all play together. They don't have a lot of individuals. Like their receiver core feed off each other. They running
Slim's
back.
going crazy.
They running back. He not a selfish running back. You know what I'm saying? He get what he get and do what he do with the carries that he get. And like I know a couple of guys on that team on both sides of the ball, so that's nothing that make this league unique. Like literally everybody know everybody. The football world's so small. You either play with
football world's small.
or you
That's
play
one thing I realized early. Football world's so small. If a football player meet another football player, I either played with you, and played with somebody you played with, or know somebody you played with, or know you. Like it's so small.
Yeah, but it was a
between high school, college, junior college, and the pros. Everybody knows everybody. All real players know another. You know, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, it was a good.
It was a great game, man. Sad to see Arlington fall to 0-6, defending XFL champions. So
it was like, huh?
No, I was saying it's sad to see Arlington fall to 0-6. They're the defending XFL champions, so it look certain type of way if you want to be
who cares, bro? I'm talking about Michigan. You keep talking about Arlington, whoop-de-doo, bro. It is what it is.
Bro, Arlington defending champs. I know that's what the fans thinking about.
You keep talking about it's sad to see. Bro, it's football, man. You better.
It's sad to see they 0-6.
And it's cool. I don't look at it from that point of view, bro. It's just football. Like grown men going out there to play ball every weekend. Like you got to buckle down, buck your chin strap, and go to war.
I'm thinking about it from the dudes on that team perspective. You don't. We went through it. Being 0-6 don't feel good, especially when you feel like you in every game.
And then won't nobody sad for us though. Won't nobody saying, "Oh, I'm sad for Guardians." Oh, like man, shut that up, bro. I don't want to hear that. Michigan playing good football. We got them coming up this week. You know that's your hometown team. You know what I'm saying? You've been hating on them all season. You've been hating on DC and Michigan all season. You know what I'm saying? So we just put that out on the map. Yeah, cuz
I haven't been hating on DC.
DC
what I've been doing with DC is keeping you humble. And with Muskegon, I just need them to pick a city. Because why are you the only team in the league not named after a city? You're named after the state. That's weird. But go ahead.
Yeah, man, they playing good football though, so they came out on top. I know
they are playing great football. I don't want to make it all about Arlington. You're right. They are playing great football. They played a different quarterback. What was going on with that? EJ Perry hurt?
I don't know. You know, they probably giving guys opportunities. I mean, they had a spark. They look pretty good on offense. Their defense.
Sam's going dumb at receiver.
But one thing about them, they well coached. Like they got good coaches. They got a really good coaching staff. And like I said, bro, it's not gonna happen like in the first game. But you can see them hitting their stride and finding their identity as a team. So that's good for them.
For sure. Hey, well, great game overall. Came down to the wire. I feel like this whole season, the UFL's produced some great games. Everything's coming down to the wire. Everything's coming down. Not everything, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of games are coming down to the wire. A lot of games coming down to the last possession. And I think that's great for the brand. That's great for the fans. They let us see it. Shout out to the Saginaw Panthers. They are going crazy. They're playing some good football. I ain't gonna say they're going crazy, but they're playing some decent football. I'm hurt for Arlington because I know that shit sucked being no wins because we went through it last year. But hey, shit. Let's move on. Next game.
We got 6 minutes.
Next game. Well, don't tell me how much time we got. We got as much time.
You keep talking about how sad you is for these dudes.
I ain't sad for them. I'm saying I know they sad. Anyway, bro, we got the Browns versus the Defenders. Clap it up for the Defenders. Them boys finally stopped the trick play. When I heard them boys call that trick play in the huddle for the last play, I got scared. Because I'm like, the Defenders ain't stopped the trick play all year. This might go to the house. But shout out to y'all. Y'all finally stopped the trick play. Y'all got the win by this much, barely, by the skin of y'all.
When Michigan got to win by that much, you ain't say it. You said it was a good game.
That's not my team. Why would I be mad at it?
Hey, bro, listen, a win is a win, bro. It's tough out here. You know how it is. Every team is
Yeah, it's
good,
hard to get a
bro.
win. Everybody out here is
Tough,
everybody in this league is nice, bro. Everybody
bro.
in this league is a great football player. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, it's tough, man. So we gotta, and this was a must needed win. This basically was our season. Our season was on the line. You know what I'm saying? So we had to break things even with San Antonio, and that kept us alive at 3-3. And we just on to the next week, on to the next opponent. But it was a good game, man. Shout out to San Antonio. They played tough. They got their guys over there. They got their athletes. A lot of good players. I know a lot of guys on their team. So it was good to see some of them guys out of the game. But all in all, man, we came to play. We defended. We defended what we need to defend. For sure.
This thing is so corny. We defended. You have never talked like that before. He trying to incorporate the team name.
We defended. We defended our home field.
We defended is crazy.
We defended our home field. What are you talking about? Why you hating?
I feel like you slipped that we defended in there because y'all the defenders. Y'all defended because y'all the defenders. You ain't never said that before. Y'all 3-3, and the other 2 wins, you never said we defended. Like, I don't know if you thought that up. Oh, that'd be hard. Like, no.
Nah, it just came just now, but you hating, bro. You gotta start hating. You gotta start hating, man. You don't
we
like
defended
this.
is nuts. Hey,
How
the defenders defended.
If a team wins at home, they defended their home field. Like, we defended our home field. Like,
nah, y'all defended, bro. Y'all protected.
That's a word that's used in sports all the time. Like, just because it goes in line with the defenders and it makes a lot of sense to you.
So you ain't doing no purpose.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
We can just move on. We move on. Yeah. Hey, shout out to the defenders for defending.
Shout out to you for hating.
I told you, bro, I want to see y'all win. You know I want to see you win, bro. I got friends.
You want to see me win.
I got friends on the defenders, bro. Coach Barlow is an HBCU coach. I want to see him win more than anybody. Good. You know what I'm saying? I'm an HBCU guy. Like, come on now. But hey, nah. Ooh, that was funny though. You know, yeah. But hey,
we defended our home.
Anyway, y'all got the dub. Great game. You know, I'm gonna say it. The Brahmas came out to play. Y'all came to play. It was a great game. It came down to the wire. You know, that's all we can ask for.
So we broke even. We broke even.
Y'all at 500 right now.
Yeah.
So playoff dream still alive.
Yep.
Let's go. Now let's move forward. Let's do a little recap. I'm not recap, but let's see what we got coming up for next week. We got Showboats versus Renegades. The Battle of Mid. Now I'm playing. Now I got the Renegades getting their win. They're gonna get their win.
Yeah, I got Renegades getting their first win for sure. Early.
All right, we got Stallions versus St. Louis. I thought this was gonna be a banger.
I like Stallions to blow them out.
Blow them out?
Not blow them out, but I like Stallions by a lot to impose their will.
By 10?
I like Stallions by 10. 10 plus.
Ooh. Oh, Stallions. Okay. St. Louis. Bro, I think St. Louis is going to keep it close, bro. It's a homecoming for A.J. McCarron. They've been playing lights out. That's a high-powered offense versus a defense that's been going dumb. I think it's going to be a close game. I want to take St. Louis given their first loss. I want to take St. Louis by 3.
All right, I'm taking Birmingham by 10.
I'm taking St. Louis by 3.
Sunday, May 12th.
We got the Lansing Panthers versus the District of Columbia Defenders.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take y'all.
It's gonna be a good game. I like what they bring to the table. We're gonna have to come ready to play. That's it. That's all I'm
gonna take y'all. I feel like y'all will get it done. Okay. Y'all will get it done. They've been inconsistent sometimes on offense and on defense. Their defense is pretty decent though. They got Puka Nacua brother on defense. He's leading the league in the interceptions right now. And y'all liable to throw a couple interceptions. I might take them. No, I'm gonna stick with it.
At 3:00 Sunday, May 12th, we got Brahmas versus the Roughnecks. It's gonna be a good game.
I'm taking the Brahmas. I'm gonna
take the Roughnecks to hand the Brahmas at the 2 L's in 2 weeks.
I'm taking the Brahmas. That's gonna be a good game as well. I feel like all these games next week gonna be good games. I feel like the UFL hasn't disappointed. Every game's been a good game. So
Yeah,
shout
and
out to the UFL,
they
man.
they on and off too, and it's quick game. Halftime be so quick. You
Quick,
use the bathroom, you drink something, talk to your coach. It's time to go back on the field.
right back out there. We
Don't
ain't
come
doing
out that
all
locker
this.
room late, man. They're gonna be kicking that ball off.
Over
Come
with.
for real.
Definitely. There's some great games. Hey, well, hey, I think that's all we got for y'all, man. Shout out to all the fans for tuning in to the sixth episode of Player Perspective. Only got 4 more episodes left. Well, no, we got more than that. We're gonna cover the playoffs, so we got a couple more, a few more in there, maybe 6, 7 episodes left. And then we'll see y'all next season. But hey, thank y'all for coming through.
Thank y'all for coming through, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Jay, go ahead, get some rest.